Yo, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Ange, one half of the duo. Today we have a special, awesome GOAT match for you guys. We have Chaos versus Zombies. I'm playing Chaos, and Ant is playing Zombies. But before we get into the commentary, I would like to remind you guys to like the video, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell because we have new videos coming every Monday and Wednesday. Well, with this video, Zombies started out kind of weak, only setting one, and then unfortunately getting knocked in the process there. And I had the Thunder Dragon, and I set one pass. He uses the MST. I baited it using the Dust Tornado at the end of it, and he just normal summons, and then he crashes into it and goes into a Moth. Moth will give me that knock. Super strong start. Oh, I'm playing the Tech Thunder Nyan. Now this is basically just a card I just threw in there for some spice. It's a 19 beater, very strong in this GOAT format. But if there is another light monster, I believe, it is automatically destroyed. So what you would normally do is just summon any other light monster, and then just destroy itself for fodder for the BLS or Chaos. But he used Book of Life, which is very strong against my deck, just to banish that light target, so the BLS is turned off. And then he just attacks right over it with the Book of Mooning the Nyan. So then I just had this at one, and then I Tsukiyome it, and then I knock it, and I attack with the Suk, and then I bounce it right back to hand. So fairly easy, all I could really do. And then he goes ahead and summons the tribe, and then attacking for that sweet 16. The tribe is just so good, but unfortunately, he didn't really have much to begin with. Otherwise you wouldn't really summon that tribe. But unless I had the Suk, I just Book a Moon and basically attack right over it. But he has the Pyramid Turtle as a follow-up. Ooh, but it gets hit with the Trentrial. Super strong. You never want that to resolve. And then I Exarion, and then he Mirror Forces. Luckily I had the Book of Moon to stop that, so that way my Exarion is not protected and he has to deal with it for the following turn. That Exarion is just super strong. I really enjoy playing the Exarion Nyan combo. Normally people play just the two Exarions, but I've been finding it to where if you have the Nyan and the Exarion, it just gives you more fodder for your BLS and your Chaos Sorcerer. Plus, the 19 beat stick is pretty good. So I just run over the Exile Force, doing piercing, making Exarion 14 for the turn. And then I go ahead and set one. But he has the Delinquent duo. Would you look at that? So he pays up, and then he discards the Thunder Dragon, unfortunately. So pretty unfortunate for him, but that's okay. Well, maybe you'll have something else. Ooh, with another knock. Ooh, with the DD Warrior Lady. Now that is super strong on my side. But luckily I have the one light, one dark, and then this is game here, folks. This is just game. We have game 2 now. So we'll see what happens, I believe it start in his draw, and he sets one and just passes. You gotta love the GOAT format. Just set one monster, or set one monster and one back row and pass it. Oh yeah, just like that. You gotta love the format. It's nice and slow, but very skillful nonetheless. So he summons Regenerating Mummy. And then he just attacks over the Cyber Jar. Cyber Jar effect will destroy all monsters in the field, and then we'll get the Exarion and then the Moth, and then he just adds all those cards to his hand, getting such a huge advantage. Plus drawing the Graceful, that's just insanity. So he'll go ahead and discard that Vampire Lord and Book of Life, and then he'll continue to resolve, and then you just already know that his hand is going to be stacked. So here's the Book of Life, goes ahead and summons the Vampire Lord right on out. And then he sets one, sets two, and then duos me again with the double duo. My hand is pretty stacked here, I'm not gonna lie. So whether or not he gets rid of cards that are extremely key or not key, I can still definitely play through it at this time. So he goes ahead and gets rid of that one. He gets rid of the Moth, which is totally fine by me actually, because I definitely do need a light engrave. So I have a light and dark with the Sangan and Magician of Faith. So now my BLS is live, but he has the Book of Life, getting the regenerating mummy, and then he's gonna go ahead and banish that Sangan, which is very strong actually. You'll always want to banish the dark monster because it's easy to get lights in the grave for this deck, but it's kind of iffy on the darks. So very smart move on his play. So I go ahead and Thunder Dragon, and then I add the 2 Thunders because I know I can get rid of them with the trap I have set, and then I can just have other ways to discard. So I go ahead and Heavy Storm, chaining the Raigeki break, and he chains that Ring of Destruction, getting rid of my Exarion, putting us down 18 less. Then I go ahead and then it gets rid of the Vampire Lord, extremely problematic card in this game. So I go ahead and I'm off. I'm going to add back the Heavy Storm because it's super powerful, and I know that he has a lot of back row, especially in this deck. It's more of a control variant, so adding that is really strong. So I go ahead and summon the tribe, I call zombie obviously, and then I go ahead and swing in with the 16, and I believe it's 300 with the Moth. So he summons Vampire Lord again because it's using its effect when it's struck by card effect, coming right back. Super strong, especially in GOAT format when things are really tiny. But he falls right in my trap, using the Torrential Tribute, getting rid of everything so I can clear his field right away, and then hopefully gaining some advantage later on. But do I have that follow-up play? Let's go ahead and see. So I set 1 and set 1. Unfortunately, I don't have enough to go for game, otherwise I would have used the Heavy Storm and then swing, but I think I'm gonna save that later on. But he summons the Vampire Lord and the Spirit Reaper, and he attacks with the Vampire Lord, but I go into the Merchant's gonna give me that trap, I believe it's called a Haunted, and it's gonna be super strong. Very glad to do that. But he gets rid of the Called with Spirit Reaper. Ooh, very unfortunate. That's such a strong effect, having that hand control. Then I go ahead and use Dust Tornado to get rid of that back row. But I top decked the Pot of Greed. I got a little greedy indeed. So I go ahead and banish 1 light, 1 dark, and then I get this Sorcerer. Now Sorcerer is very strong against this deck, so I'm going to banish the Vampire Lord so it doesn't come back anymore. Extremely pesky, to be honest with you. But that Spirit Reaper is still kind of annoying, but I'm pretty sure I can get rid of it. But he has the answer of Exile Force, getting rid of it through that priority effect in GOAT format. Exile Force is such a strong card, especially against Chaos. You know, getting rid of that BLS or getting rid of that. So he goes ahead and pay 800 with the Premature Burial, getting the Pyramid Turtle, and then he's just going to swing with both monsters and then use the Spirit Reaper effect, and he's going to get rid of that Knock, which actually, it's kind of too late for him anyway, so it doesn't really necessarily matter at this point, because Knock is kind of dead in my hand. So I'm going to go ahead and use that Heavy Storm, getting rid of that Skill Drain and the Premature. I had to use it there. There is no way I was letting a Skill Drain pass by. So he goes ahead and he falls for the Mirror Force, and then he just passes. Now, falling for that Mirror Force this late in the game can be really crucial, especially for me. And yeah, it really was. It kind of won me the game there, to be honest. That one little Mirror Force. I summoned the Chaos Sorcerer and attack, and that's pretty much it right then and there. No follow-up plays because he has nothing set, and I just can flip those 2, and that is it. So without further ado, I would like to thank you guys all for watching. This is another solo commentary, so hope you guys definitely enjoyed. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and definitely let us know if you guys want to see more GOAT matches. I know the last video got quite a little bit of hype, so if you guys could show that much love in this video, we'd greatly appreciate it. And we'll see you guys in the next one. See you later.